What's up? What's up, everybody? King J Smooth back with another video, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, been a long week. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of us, straighten my crown. I'm looking. Been a long week, man. Yeah, hold up for a minute. Hold on for 1 minute. 1 minute. We gonna get into it, man. So yeah, man, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So we made it out, man. We made it out. You know, I had to give people a little time to heal and like take care of their personal business and stuff. But we about to crank it up, man. It's gonna happen so fast that it's gonna be unrealistic. I got a whole bunch of content to drop for this channel, a whole bunch of videos to drop. I also got two other channels we're gonna start dropping content on. The gaming channel, the health channel. You know, but we gotta do what we gotta do. But yeah, it's been a lot going on, man. A lot been going on, and certain situations that's crazy that I haven't said anything too much yet about. I've been saying stuff, but it's not intended for the stuff I need to say is for somebody else primarily. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, man. We gonna see what's popping. All right. So yeah, man. Yeah. Let's start this. You know, let's just start. Let's just get into it. All right. You ready to get into it, babies? All right. So I'm gonna show y'all how to build wealth right now. This is something you need to take down. You know, do what you have with it. Have to do with it. Take notes on this. Go get you a CPA and a financial planner, financial advisor, real financial planner, a real CPA. A CPA is more than just an accountant and get you some lawyers. All right. And one thing you need to do is get you a criminal lawyer, like ASAP, because what can happen, and, and what I'm witnessing with somebody's situation, is you're gonna end up needing a criminal lawyer. But it's good thing she backed up out of that situation. Hold on, I'm bringing up my chat real quick on this other screen. This is why I haven't been on posting. I've been trying to sit back, see what's going on and stuff, and what people need. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting the book together and stuff. Still, it's so dope. The artificial is coming out. I'm just not trying to put out nothing. I'm trying to give you something that's gonna be like real crazy. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're bringing up chat now. Bring up chat now. All right, we in here. All right. A financial plan is things you need to build up and develop more wealth, keep wealth, maintain wealth, and what to do with your wealth. And a lot of people build wealth, they build the income and the money, but they never build a foundation, a financial foundation. So when something happens, they take a hit and it's real hard to them and they end up having to start all over. You get what I'm saying? Because they never knew what to do. They never had nobody tell them what to do and things like that. And it's the difference between a paper millionaire, an actual and a liquid millionaire, an asset millionaire. You know, it's a different type of wealth. So what I'm gonna do is just pinpoint some things that you need to build your foundation and build your foundation based upon this. There's other things that you can do, but it'll all be added on top of this. If you know that I'm coming from the streaming background and the game and all this stuff, so let's get into it, right? Give you some real game today, right? All right. Now, we know that we end up making way more money than this, but it fluctuates because, you know, from time to time, you might have a month you don't make nothing, and then the next month you end up blowing up like crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm about to show you where to put your money at. All right. And what to do with your money. And this is what we don't end up learning: what to do with our money, how to protect ourselves, how to protect our wealth and things like that to keep it. So on the first level of this financial plan, we have a plan for survival. Basically, when we have nothing and we're trying to come up, we're trying to make sure that we eat, try to make sure that we're healthy, things like that. Make sure that we could get by. All right. Now, for this financial plan, for the poor level, right? Now, understand this. You need to know this and remember this, just in case anything happened, and you need to build upon this anyway. The wealthy has all of this. You gotta remember this, okay? Remember, the wealthy has all of this. All right. So your investments for the poor level is a large family, right? Okay. You want to invest in having a large family and you want to invest in government support programs. Now, listen, I'm telling you, real wealth has all of this, all of it. We're not talking about your millionaires, people who get a whole bunch of money and stuff like that. You got to remember, you have the E quadrant, which is the employee. You have the S quadrant, which is self-employed. They do everything themselves, freedom, stuff like that. You have the B quadrant, which is big business, 500 employees plus. You have investors. All right. We're working our way through the different quadrants. If you want to learn more about the quadrants, you could look at Rich Dad Poor Dad stuff. You know, go over there, look at Robert Kiyosaki, read Rich Dad Poor Dad, all his information, all his books. It's a treasure trove of information. All right. Now, your target income, right? You want to focus on making money at this point also, but you don't want to just rely on the government program support. The government support programs take care of regular expenses like rent, food, health insurance, things like that. Any government support programs you can find. But behind the scene, you want to make $2,500 a month plus, but you want to get to this target income level so you can start being able to elevate yourself to the next level. All right. You want to be able to put yourself in a position where you're able to go to the next level. So do whatever you got to do to get to this amount. All right. Start building, things like that. Now, a lot of people jump around on the plan and try to do all these things, stuff like that, and try to knock it out the park. But this is actually like a stair step. And if you miss out on any of this, you're going to have to go back and get it. All right. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up wasting a lot of time and running in circles. This is why a lot of people end up making a lot of money. They end up getting into situations they don't understand or situations that just pop up and things like that. And they find out that they're naked. They don't have anything. You get what I'm saying? All right. After you do that, you start getting into security, middle class, like the lower middle class, just getting into middle class. Your investment, you want to invest in a profession. All right. A lot of people don't even make it out of here. It's tons of people who don't make it out here. They're like, oh, I get money every month. I ain't got to do nothing. I ain't got to worry about nothing, stuff like that. And then a lot of people get stuck in this part too. All right, they get stuck in the financial plan for security middle class, and they don't never really get all of this. All right, and some people end up making a lot of money, income, and they never have none of this. So they don't have a foundation, the beginning of the art. They don't have the bottom of the art. They thinking they got a ship and they float and then they selling somewhere and they don't have anything. So you want to invest in your profession. Start building up a profession. Figure out what your profession is. Start defining your profession or professions. All right. You want to start investing in mutual funds. All right. There's different ways to invest in mutual funds. Even when you rich, you should invest in mutual funds. But the difference between investing in mutual funds when you're in middle class is you're buying into the mutual fund. When you're rich, you're creating the mutual funds. That's a whole nother story. Same thing with bonds and stocks. When you're poor or you're in the middle class, you're into bonds. You're buying bonds. You're buying stocks. When you're rich, you start creating them. It's a difference. But you still have them. You still have it. All right. So you want to start investing in profession. Find some way to invest in mutual fund. Find some way to invest in bonds. Find some way to invest in a government retirement plan, Social Security. A lot of people don't take out the money for their Social Security. They find ways to try to cut corners and stuff like that. You gotta take out the money for your Social Security, especially if you own a business. You want to be able to pay your Social Security taxes so that when you retire, you get to that age of retirement, that's just more money coming in. You also want to invest in an IRA, all right, a retirement plan. You want all of these. At first, you're gonna feel like it's sucking up money and stuff like that, but really, what you're doing is putting away money. You stashing money. These investments right here are actually saving vehicles. Your way of saving money. All right. Your protections. You want home or rental insurance. Okay. Just in case anything happen, fire, anything like that. You want to make sure you got good car insurance. You want to make sure you got liability insurance. So let's say you hit somebody or you get in a fight or something like that. Anything that happened, you want to make sure you have some type of insurance that you could use to pay anything, or it's different type of liability insurance. Look it up, Google it. You'll find out what you need to know about liability insurance. You want to research all this. All right. That's why I said make sure you got your notebooks and your journals, so you can jot down stuff about liability insurance and stuff like that. You want disability insurance. You got government disability insurance and you got other types of disability insurance. So if you get hurt, you break your leg, you can't do anything. You was making this amount of money and you can't work, or if anything happen, you got coverage. You got some type of coverage to help you out. You need all of this. Trust me, it's very important. Ownership of business. Now, a lot of people be saying they're in business, they're doing this, and they don't understand that they don't own a business. They either a self-employed person or someone else owns the business and they're just an employee. You need to have ownership of business. It's very important. You want to have ownership of a home at this time. So at this time, you're working on getting ownership of a home. You need all this. Reason being, it's a protection. If anything happened, you still own your home. You're still in your home. Your home paid off. All you have to do is pay taxes, things like that. But a lot of people get in a whole bunch of different situations, but they never have ownership of their home. The protection of ownership of your home is paid off, and you have some type of liability insurance, which could be like a LLC, something like that. It's in the corporate name. So if anybody go after you, they can't take this away, but you still living good. You still safe. You know, you still in your facility. You ain't gotta go looking for hotels or anything like that. Can't nobody really kick you out. Ownership of vehicle. This is important. This is very important. A lot of people out here giving false information these days, saying that buying a vehicle right out is stupid. That is furthest from the truth. You at least want to own all the way one vehicle. The way you could protect it is putting it in an LLC or any type of entity, but you want to have that paid out. The reason being is because of forfeiture laws, lawsuits, anything like that. Anything that happened, you still own this vehicle. Can't nobody really take it from you if you have it protected right, and you talk to your lawyers, your CPAs, your financial advisors, your insurance advisor, all these people, your team, your family team at your family office. That's exactly what you want to start building, a family office to deal with all your problems or anything that could come up or help you make more money. Now, the ownership of a vehicle is important because you are going to need a vehicle. The truth be told, you need to have ownership of 2 or 3 vehicles. You hear me? You want to have complete ownership of 2 or 3 vehicles. If one or both of them go down, you still have one. You still can handle your business. You still do what you got to do. A lot of people end up learning this the hard way. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in there now so you can make sure that you have it down. And I have it down. Life insurance. A lot of people have health insurance. You see, I got health insurance. That's a protection, but you want to make sure you have some type of life insurance too, in case anything happen. These insurances are very important, very very important. You want to make sure you have these. So if you got this, you got this. Look at other things that you might need to have. You got this now. You might have this now. Now you need to look into these. Make sure you have this, liability and disability insurance. Very important. Now remember, you're obtaining these at the middle class level. All right, the security. Making sure you locked in, everything's good, everything's all right. You're secure. Savings. The saving portion of the plan is bonds, stocks, certificate of deposits, government retirement, IRA, and this right here is important because no matter what happened, you at least got 6 months to make something happen. So 6 months of a reserve. That's all your expenses times six for 6 months. All right. So then you have a 6 month cushion to get back up on your feet and do what you gotta do. You know, from day one, if anything happened that day one, you need to be on your grind and pushing and doing what you gotta do. But that's 6 months. You got 6 months to make it happen. But from day one of that, you gotta do something. And your income target for middle class is $5,000 per month plus. $5,000 per month plus. All right. We going deep today. We could go real deep today. Make sure you get that down, all this down. 'Cause I know some people at this level right now, and they try to figure out what to do. And what you have to do, honey, is look at this and get all of this. Get all of this. You had this. You need to figure out at your position where you at, which one of these will work. They have lawyers, all types of stuff. They got different stuff for different things. Just look into different programs, grants, loans, all type of stuff, and work on getting all of this. All right. Now, let me just drop it now. You need all this personally, right? But another thing is your business needs all this also. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's why I say with the wealthy, they create bonds and stocks. Well, the business has the bonds and stocks. They create the bonds and stocks and things like that, certificates of deposit, government retirement. They house all this retirement programs and things like. You get what I'm saying? They own all it. All right. Look it up, Google it, do your research. After you hear this on the podcast or you see this, just do your research. All right. Now, this part right here is when you really start feeling yourself. And you're making money, start feeling yourself. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with the money per se. It's just showing you where to funnel the money to, where to put the money into, how to protect yourself, setting yourself up financially. All right. It's not necessarily about making more money, but you're going to end up making more money anyway. You're going to make a lot of money doing this because this is the income goal, the income target. But all of this that you put your money into develops money. It grows money. All right. So you're going to be dumb rich even if you only make that. You get what I'm saying? Now look, this upper middle class, right? Investments, the profession part, right? Just like up in here, profession. Your profession, you want to invest in your profession. You want to figure out what professions you thinking about getting into, learning it. Profession, a high paying profession. So because now that you dug in, you know, and stuff like that, you want to get to a position where you're getting paid a lot for what you know or what you're doing. Small real estate properties, like being a YouTuber or a streamer or anything like that. That's a profession, and the more you invest in it, and the more you learn it and you get into it, it ends up becoming a high paying profession. You get what I'm saying? That's just an example. And at this time, you want to start investing in small real estate properties, single family homes, small multifamilies, things like that. You want to start funneling your money into this. Remember, you still got to keep all this going and keep this and have this. This not like, oh, you got this, now you moving on and you forget all about that. No, you want all this and all this. All right? You want to keep all that going. Now, somebody made a stupid move and now they don't have this part. They got to this part. Even though they got more than this part, they got a lot on this part. They missed out on a lot of stuff in this part. So they on shaky ground. All right. So they had none of this and some of this, and they on shaky ground. They have this, but they don't have this, and they don't have this. All right. So you want to own stocks, some more stocks, and small real estate properties. And I don't know about this with them if they got this yet. I know they have some form, but I don't know if they have this. All right. But you need some form of permanent life insurance, whole life, universal life, some type of, preferably a whole life insurance plan. But they don't have any of this. Well, I don't know if they got this, but you want some form of this, right? And then savings. You want to invest more money into your retirement plan. All right. You want to put more money into your retirement plan. And you want to put more money into your reserve. You want a bigger reserve. So now instead of going to have 6 months of safety, you got 2 years of safety. Just in case anything happen or you need to take a break or anything. You got 2 whole years of expenses and more. The and more is like the little things like shopping, if something break down, if you need to take care of something, anything, an emergency, a bill that just pops up out of nowhere. You want this. Two years of expenses and more. All little things that could happen and stuff like that. Because you never know. All right. And for the growth part, see, on this part, we just got savings, protections, and investments. That was just focusing on. But now on this part, You have growth. You want to start having rental property. All right. Smaller apartment complexes, small rental property, single family homes, stuff like that, or a little bit bigger. And you want to start searching and seeking out bigger investments. All right. Start looking for the bigger investments. Start becoming involved in the bigger investments. All right. Income target $10,000 per month or more. That's your income target at this level. And that's the upper middle class. So at this part is for comfort. You making more money than you need to live off of at this point. See, at these levels, this level and this level, you coming up, you try and make the money and you try to make sure your family's straight. You get what I'm saying? But at a certain point, you're going to get to this level where you're going to be making more than what you need to live off of. You're going to be making more than what you need to do things. So now at this level, you got to start finding what to do with your money that's going to keep money and actually help you out in the long run and later. So a lot of people don't never make it to this level. In their mind and on paper, they think that the income is showing that they're rich, but they never really had the wealth. They just got a lot of money and they never have no supports or anything like that. That's like a drug dealer get a whole bunch of money for selling drugs, but then he has nowhere to put his money and he has nothing showing that, oh, this is making him money also. You get what I'm saying? Or like with streaming and YouTube and things like that, a lot of people make a lot of money, but they never have anything to hold the money, never had anything to help them keep the money, and other investments to show that they're making money. You get what I'm saying? And other setups to help them out, make things easier. Now, mind you, I never said anything about credit in this because this is not about credit. This is actually keeping wealth and having wealth and holding your wealth. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you do with your money. All right. Building your credit is great. You need to build your credit. You should build your credit. But at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with keeping your money. It has everything to do with somewhat properties and things like that, depending on what you want to do. But in this case, you have to figure out how to utilize it as a tool. It's not the end all be all. Credit is not the end all be all. All right. You could do stuff without credit because at the end of the day, cash is king. A lot of people say gold, silver, cryptocurrency. Oh, no, being liquid, cash. You gotta have some type of liquidity also. Truth be told. Anyway, back to this. All right. You have financial plan for rich, high class, the upper class, investments, own businesses, plural. So you own multiple businesses, you own multiple business entities. Large real estate. So you now in the large real estate properties, large real estate projects, development, things like that. Owning plots of land and the houses that are on it, buildings, things like that, hotels, skyscrapers, things of that nature. Private equity funds. You creating private equity funds, having people invest in them, or you're participating in private equity funds. All right. Private placements. Same thing. You're investing in private placements. Um, Limited partnerships. You're starting to get into situations where you're partnering with your business partners, you network, and you create other businesses, other entities, other things going, and you want limited liability, so you create limited partnerships. It's different kind of entities. Talk to your lawyers, your CPAs, um, and figure it out. Research, do a lot of research, do a lot of reading, do a lot of listening, because you're gonna hear a lot of misinformation, and you're gonna hear some things that's good, and more so you want to listen to a person that is in that profession that is doing it. Okay, a lot of people be listening to people that not even in the profession of what they're talking about. You know what's good for that person is not good for you always. Only difference with this is that with this you need all of this. This is the bare bones skeleton right here. Bare bones skeleton. Like this is the foundation of your wealth. Like, oh, I lost all my money in stocks. Not necessarily. If you own the stocks, meaning that you created them or whatever, it's different. Or you have insurances and securities around your stocks, there's a big difference too. And remember, you still have all of this. Still have all of this. You want to keep and have all of this also. When you get into business and up at a higher level, things like that, and living and stuff like that, is different government programs that support that level. All right. Don't let nobody tell you anything different, because truth be told, you're in partnership with the government. All right. And you gotta follow their rules and their regulations to understand their rules and regulations. That's why I say make sure you end up finding a defense attorney. All right. Also, so you can know the rules and regulations. Also, and what can happen. You feel what I'm saying? And you want different types of lawyers for different situations, but you want them to all work together. All right. Now you want to own businesses, want large real estate investments, private equity funds, private placements, limited partnerships. Your protections. You got all those protections before still, but your main protection is control over your investments at the rich level. Before you were making investments and things like that, and you weren't really worried about the control, you didn't know certain things, you learned and stuff like that. Now you want control over your investments. All right. A lot of people don't never have control over their investments. they can't physically do something that will impact the investment or not. Meaning, like if the investments go up and down, but you can't physically go in and do something to make the investment go up if you're investing on the outside. If you're investing on the inside, because you have two type investors. You got different types of investment, but you have investors that invest on the outside, investors that invest on the inside. Inside investor, not talking about the illegal term, but the legal term, meaning that you're connected to the company or you're connected to the investment. So you literally could do something like a project or something that could turn the investment around, or you can make the investment better. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know about this. A lot of people invest so stupid. It's not necessarily stupid. It's just naively that they give their money to a broker or a firm and tell them to invest their money and stuff, and don't even realize that the firm or the investment company could do whatever they want with their money and take it all, and you won't even have it. A lot of people investing in these products, these investment products, and they're not even having control over it. A lot of people placing their business, surrounding their business in these products and platforms and stuff like that, and they don't even have control over it because your business is an investment. You understand what I'm saying? So they get shut down, kicked off, locked out of their investment. Their investment get frozen. All types of different things could happen, and you can't even get to your investment, or you can't even do nothing with your investment. It's just a brick. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what you want to get into when you get to the rich level. Start learning how to control your investment. What can you do with your investment? You understand? You get that? No. But that's what you want to do too. But remember, you still got high paying profession. The number one high paying profession is sales. Another high paying profession is management. It's a couple more, but as long as you got those, you're gonna be all right. You feel me? Let's see how long this was so far. Where are we at? Oh, this is kind of long. It's kind of long. So that's it for right now. Wanted to show y'all that real quick. I put this in the book. And I got the business plan set up in the book. Got marketing in the book. I got some real game in the book. I broad stroked it so everybody could relate. You know, I know y'all in the game and things like that, and people who want to know what to do and stuff like that, and elevate themselves to the next level and stuff because they got all this money, or they start and things like that. The streamers and all this stuff, you know, and the different content creators and stuff like that. I put in a broad stroke, all right, so everybody can understand that it can be acceptable to a lot of different people and things like that, and they can learn also. But this is what you gotta do, baby. All right, so make sure y'all keep waiting for the book, keep looking for the book. All right, and I'll holler at y'all later. Oh yeah, by the way, my baby mom done came out with a book. I gotta read it. I'll let y'all know more about it. It's a workbook. I'll let y'all know more about it after I see what she's talking about. All right. But anyway, this King J Smooth back with another one. This another episode of Ebony Empire Radio. About time, huh? Peace out, Royal Family. I'm gonna come back though. I don't know if I'm coming back later today or tomorrow, but I'm gonna just keep hitting y'all. All right. Peace out, Royal Family. Nah. Let me stop.